Welcome, viewers. This is A Vision Entertainment once again, and I am your host, Tommy Slaughter. Brooklyn is in the building. We are joined by an artist who doesn't just rhyme about the life, he decodes. From the legendary verses on the infamous to his own independent masterpieces, he has remained one of the most consistent and respected voices in the culture for over 2 decades. Make some noise for the one and only Illa Ghee, the independent powerhouse. Peace, brother. How you doing, man?
Peace. I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm great. Once again, man, I just wanted to thank you for coming on. And also, I watched you. I know your flow, hardcore underground brother, and want to give you your flowers, man, right now because you deserve it. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
You do, brother. And the one thing I just want to just look back into, like looking back, what was a pivotal moment that really shaped your sound or direction in hip hop?
Street life.
There you go. Wow, that's in a nutshell. That's right, street life. Can you tell me how was it growing up in Brooklyn, man, and how did you actually get into rapping?
Growing up in Brooklyn was, well, you didn't realize it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, like it was fun. Growing up at that time, we played a lot of different games. We had games like a game called Coco Livio and Around the World and Kick the Can and all that other stuff. All of us was outside. Okay. And then, slowly but surely things started getting a little serious, with fights and going over there. First, we used to like to get chased. We used to beat up just think about it. We used to beat up the crackhead pimps. You know what I'm saying? The pimps, they used to have it. It was an area where they used to have like crackhead chicks throwing not too far from where I live at. So we used to, oh my God, we used to beat up the crackhead hoes. Then when the pimps come out, we beat up the pimps. And we used to like getting chased, throwing bottles at the police and everything and all that stuff. It just slowly got into it. But as far as the music wise, it was my brother and my cousin. My brother and my cousin was in they was into hip hop. And my cousin was the type that'd build his own speakers and had the turntables and everything. And they had their own crew. They was in a battle for a record deal, and it was between them and Casanova Rudd, and Casanova Rudd won.
Casanova Rudd, yeah. You talking about Do the James?
Yeah, he bodied them with that.
Wow.
With he had to dance with it and everything.
So he came with a body rap and dance with it at the same time.
No, I mean the James. It was like he had the whole crowd jumping.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my cousin and them was good, but if, listen to the J, like, it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was his first single. It turned to be his first single. That's how, like, when they did the James Brown dance at that, it was over. Like, it was over.
Yeah, because, I'm in Philly. So down here, when they played Do the James and they played everything, man, on the radios and here. We loved it, man. Because I think we get it down here. Philly and New York was like neck to neck. What I mean? So listening to Super Lover C, Casanova Run, even Mobb Deep, man, that's a part of my history. You know what I mean? Then you coming on the track and spitting your thing. So that's what I love about that, man. I go way back when it comes to hip hop. I'm only 49, but still I started young. You know what I mean? Wow, that's dope, man. There's a lot of songs and singles you put out over the years, and you continue to do. What keeps you motivated? Still in this game when the game changed. Like hip hop is not. It's not called hip hop anymore. But so, what makes you continue on?
First, it is still hip hop because hip hop is the culture. Rap is the business.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So. What keeps me going is now I'm learning to be an open book. You know what I'm saying? Like for a while, if you followed my music for a while, I really too much didn't talk about street shit. That's because when I did, right, it was a time where I met cannabis, right? A guy, my boy Mel, he's Eric Sherman's cousin, bought cannabis into the P's in East New York. So we rhymed. It wasn't a battle. We was just rhyming. We rhymed for like 2 hours.
Wow.
But one of my cousin's people was there, and I was saying relentless street shit. And he was just, let me talk to you for a minute. And he was just like, yo, you're going to get somebody killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, you're going to get somebody killed. Like the shit you said, you're going to get somebody killed. And I was just like, all right. So that taught me to like, all right, let's not go so deep. Cause I was saying street rules, street secrets and all that other shit. And it was just like, all right, just page it back. So then I changed it to basically my words will do it. Like my words will rob you, my flow will shoot you or to that. But nobody heard my words and my flow. They just heard shoot you, rob you, all that other stuff. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like, all right, so I just kept it lyrics for very few times I would get into topics because I try to go at a topic that I haven't, from my perspective, and I haven't heard anybody else talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you try not to, at least me, I try not to be in the same pattern of everybody else. So now I've learned to you know what? I can't talk about a lot of these situations.
Yeah.
So I can just talk about how I felt about in these situations, or, you know what I'm saying, almost I have to do almost like a third party of telling a story. But, you know, a lot of these situations I've been through, been a part of, seen it. And, you know, so I'm just trying to, you know, now becoming an open book. It gives me more things I have to say because there's a lot of, from a person that comes from the street. Well, if you hold back a lot of stuff that you can't say.
Yeah, you can't say. That's right. That's right. Well, I have to piggyback off this because if you kind of open now, not too much, are you coming out with any novels, any books, or you already have one in the making?
I started writing a book about my life.
You got to keep it going.
Yeah, I've started, you know, just remembering everything, and I've started it. Yeah, I got a homegirl that's helping me. She does the editing for it, and she was just like, "What are you doing? Like, keep going." Like, you know what I'm saying? So now me doing the web series taught me the structure of how to do it. Even, you know what I'm saying, how to write it to make it interesting. Because we can write a book, but I'm just, you know, I'm competitive in everything. So I'm trying to punch you in the face with the book. Like, I want you to be excited. I want you to be like, yo, I can't put the book down. So that's naturally how I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was a podcaster or do what you do, I need to beat you. I'm like, oh, son came up with this. Oh, nah, I need to come up with something. That's just naturally the way I am to be. You know what I'm saying? It helps motivate me.
Wow, how far along are you in the book? Like, is it in the middle? Because
I'm at the point of my childhood. Well, it explains. I'm at the point of explaining how did I get to the point of street life. So you got to show your upbringing. You can't just jump into the middle.
No, you got to start from young, the young stage.
Yeah, I'm giving description of how my mother was, how how my mother was raising me, what I've seen, how she was, and that knife, and in the neighborhood, because most of all our neighborhoods was dangerous, but when we was little, we didn't see it.
Yeah,
we had a ball. We had fun. We outside, but like I said, certain times things starting to get serious.
That's right. I understand. I already know it. Wow. Yeah, I know, man. Can you just take me back to the time when you met Mob, man? When you met Prodigy and Havoc? I know y'all was around the same way. I just want to know, how was that moment?
No. I'm from Brooklyn. They're from Queens.
They're from Queens. Okay.
Yeah. I met P in high school, art and design. I met P and Havoc in art and design.
Right. Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? My initial, the plan, like my homeboy met P first, because when I see P, I was going to rob him.
Oh, yeah.
He had he had two, at least what I remember, he had like two big chains on. And for Brooklyn, I think pattern in Brooklyn, you got to earn that. Like, you can't just, a lot of people wore that stuff because of the culture. Like, oh, this is what we're supposed to wear. I'm like, oh, nigga, no.
You gotta
You
earn
didn't
it.
do anything to earn. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I mean, well, yeah, that was the plan. But then my man got cool with him, and he was like, nah, son, cool. And we started talking, and something like almost instantly became my brother after that.
And it was on from there. You
Yeah.
know, that's when the music started, like Hell on Earth, that album. And you was on a few songs with
I
my.
was supposed to be on the Infamous too, but I got locked up.
Oh, okay, you got booked. Well, if you don't mind me asking, how long you was booked for?
That one was a punk. That's a punk. I don't really count that one because that was like 3 months. So I
Okay.
don't count that. You like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything when they changed it, I was on a song called Up North Trip.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
everything was changing over, yeah.
yeah,
But after a while, they got rid of it because I couldn't redo my verse over. So when everything was changing from tape to CD, it was on there
yeah.
for a little while, and then yeah. But that was like 3 months, and that's when like Shook Ones was crazy. Like
Crazy,
yeah,
crazy.
Shook Ones was crazy. Like in the beginning, yeah, I got locked up like end of '94. Like 3 months. Like I said, I don't count it. It was 3 months. That ain't no
Wow,
goddamn big.
wow,
That ain't
wow.
no.
But you still you missed something in those 3 months. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's from the song. Up North Trip, was that the one with Big Noise or no?
Nah.
Okay, okay.
No, no.
Uh, All right,
If you listen to it, they changed the beat on it, but if you listen to it, there's on the Infamous a song called Up North Trip.
yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, we got to get into Mass. Can you take me back to that studio session? That's a major single out right now. Just take me back to that session, man. What was on your
My
mind?
my boy Puzzle, that was like the first person I worked with in high school. We went to high school together too. He went to art and design with us. And he had put it out before, but he had changed the beat. And then, you know what I'm saying? So he changed the beat this time and put it out, and we're getting a wonderful response for it.
Wow, yeah, it is. Mass is banging.
Yeah,
So we talking
it
about
was a quick, you know what I'm saying? Like he's determined to figure out the market and everything. So, you know
okay,
what I'm saying? And it was a quick session. Like, we still like we trust each other.
yeah,
And it's just like, as we get older, we learning more things about each other, and we tell each other about
yeah,
how we
yeah.
feel. But
Okay, okay,
the session is just normal. Like, you know what I'm saying? He played a beat, and I just like, you know what I'm saying? At one point in time, it was for his project, but for both of us at the same time. But
yeah.
it was just like, yo, write something to this. And I just did it. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
can't even say it was like it was just normal procedure because we worked with each other since high school. So
High school. Wow. So the connection was already really there.
yeah, yeah,
Got no problem. You talked about how hip hop is not gone. That I meant to say rapping because like KRS once said, hip hop is what you live. Rap is something you do. Hip hop is what you live. That's the culture. But
mm-hmm.
if you think about it today, how do you feel about the new music coming out today from these artists?
A lot of them. I mean, a lot of them didn't have no substance. That was I felt was
Okay.
a big problem. There's no really everybody's trying to dance all the time,
Yeah.
and hip hop is mainly if a lot of times the people that was most successful mainly hip hop is like the blues, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you listen to, I think it's The Baby.
Little baby, the baby is a
No,
lot
I
of them.
think it's The Baby, the light skinned one.
The
The
baby,
light skinned one, I think that's The
the
Baby. Yeah, I
baby.
think that's the. If you listen to his music, he talks about a lot of pain. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Even if you don't like the beat, I'm listening to his words.
Okay.
And he has a lot of pain in his music of how he grew up, so on and so forth.
He
And
do.
yeah, you can see the tightness of his fan base behind that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I never really did that, so I get it. So you know what I'm saying? DMX is the same way.
Yeah.
Nas is the same way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that really speak on like the blues side of things, you know what I'm saying, people may not realize it's the blues, but when you're talking about pain and struggle and all that other stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people misconstrue it and didn't understand it.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? They're not, you know, dudes ain't saying like, see that I think another crazy thing is to jump a little bit off, but once ego tripping mixed with street life, it became a problem.
Okay.
So ego tripping is bragging on how dope you are.
That's right.
How dope your flow is, how dope your DJ is, how dope, in the mix of Run DMC, pretty much all the hip hop pioneers from the past, ego trip.
That's right.
Now, you ego trip with street shit. Now you're talking about you got the best crack. Now
That's
we
right.
got to talk about we got the prettiest gun and this and this. And it changes.
That's right. That's right.
Changes a little bit. So that's where a lot of people thought a lot of stuff like, you know, Wu-Tang, you know, when you hear Heaven or Hell and all that, that's the blues. But people started thinking like, oh, hustling, this is what I need to do. Like, oh, these dudes talking about selling crack. They're not getting that. They're talking about the struggles of making bad choices of selling this stuff. So
you know what's crazy? Like you go ahead. You want to say something?
No.
You speak of like when we hear Illa Ghee, we know that feeling in you is street, like it's street life. You know, you come from a place where when you rapping, it's real because you telling the things that you did. Not everything, but you going into some things.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear these other rappers out here talking about gangster this, like you said, they got the biggest gun, this and that. Do that make you kind of lose respect for a lot of them rappers, and you know they didn't do much in the streets? But they got money. They got money though.
Yeah, they got money. You kind of want to talk to them because it's just like that ain't it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't it. Like it, and then a lot of them wonder why they get tested.
That's right.
Because there's real street people out there that's like, yo, I want to see if you bout it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe we feel like, because at one point in time, that's how I felt, we felt. You know, that's how me and my people felt. It's like, yo, they rapping about us. Like, we out here for real. Like, so, you know, these niggas ain't built like that. That's why in another sense of sense of the word, I'm kind of happy I got caught when I got caught. Like I got locked up when I got locked up, because our plans, if I would have got a record deal, you've been calling me an idiot right now. Because I know it would have been death in jail, because we was on a different type of time at that time.
Mental, your mental wasn't right at that time.
No,
not mature at all.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Well, what was that moment? I mean, I know we all grow, but for you, what was that moment that made you actually say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and chill? Was it kids being born or?
No, nigga, that's 6 years I did. That's what
that set you down. See, I didn't know it was 6. Well, that set you down. Okay. That had you chilling.
That's it down, woke me up.
Oh, there you go. So at that time, you just knew when you get out, you had a plan. Whole time in there.
I knew I wasn't going back. I knew I wasn't going back. Because at the same time, the people that I ran with 2 years after I got locked up, they all went to the feds.
Wow.
I missed the feds by 2 years.
You went up north?
No, I was downstate. I was in Virginia.
Oh, okay. Wow, okay. They had you always, okay.
Yeah, and it's different when you're in a whole state where you know no one.
No one.
So it's just, it's a different mentality that you need to have. And that's what these dudes need to realize too. I'm not the toughest dude in the world, but one thing I said in my mind is Queenie's son is going to make it home. And I would have did any fucking thing
to make it
to survive that situation.
That's right. We're going to have a lot of youngins, because a lot of youngins love my page listening to this right now, right? A lot of them is running around, man, and they coming in these jails getting football numbers, these young boys.
Yeah.
For the ones that that's going to be looking at this, man, what message do you have for them to keep them away from all the street life and prison life?
Look up core values, right? Learn core values, right? Any positive male figure you look up to, talk to them. right? If they watching this with their mother or their father, talk to like real positive role models or a person who's been experiencing this that's telling you this ain't it, right? Now with the core values give you something to stand on and who you are, right? My core values, I made an acronym of it. It's called Black. It's Black. You know what I'm saying? B is for balance, L is for loyalty, A is for accountability, H is for honesty, K is for knowledge. That's me, no matter who I'm with, who I'm around, where I'm at, it's Black. You know what I'm saying? That's me as a person. Get your core values and measure everything around you to your core values. If it doesn't match, don't fuck with it. Also, whatever you got a passion for, why not go at it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tell my friends, I was like, if we could sit around holding guns, going back and forth every day, wasting time, why can I not get a job and do this? What is it? You know what I'm saying? Why can I not do this or what's the name? I'm about to go to college to be a, you know what I'm saying, a therapist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So why not try it? Why not go for it? Why not?
Yeah.
What are you missing? You're not missing nothing.
Nothing.
Actually, you're not missing nothing because it's not it. The bid is not it. A lot of people don't know how to bid. You shouldn't know how to bid.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that was one of the things that I was taught, how to bid.
How to bid.
You know what I'm saying? You don't put stress on your family.
That's
you
right.
don't do that. You know what I'm saying? The girl you dealing with, let her go. She didn't get locked up. You did.
You did.
You did. Let her go. Look, bitch. You know, if you choose to, do what you do. If we figure it out when I come home, just let me know you okay. Send me a couple pictures of you in your panties once in the blue. That's it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Get focused. If you're going to do that time, get focused in there. Get some type of degree or something, come home, change or whatever. But it is not it. The frustration, the what's name, and you're going to be, you're going to be in predicaments where you can't call mommy. You can't call daddy. You can't do it. And if you don't have it's a different monster where there ain't no gun.
That's right.
The different monster ain't got no gun. And then you in there, especially, you can have, some niggas have friends, so on and so forth. But what happened when you get caught alone?
Wow. By yourself.
Yeah, it's a different mindset. It's a different mindset you need to have. So please, I try to beg, please don't fuck with them streets at all. Like don't. It is not worth it at all. This is something they want you to do. They want you to feel stressed out. You can't pay attention, too much to this government shit. They don't want you to pay it. But listen to the stories of when it was like a stock. I guess it was like a stock market crash, and white people was fucked up.
Yeah,
you know who wasn't fucked up? Black people.
We wasn't.
Why? Because we couldn't even put our money in the banks. We still had money.
That's right.
So look at stories like that to get your, you know what I'm saying? We can't pay attention. We have to love us. We have to be about us. We gotta, stay. The unity is us. The most, as they said, the most dangerous thing is Black unity. We need to, all of us need to talk about that more often.
That's right. Wow. It's well said, brother. That's well said, man. The youngest, man, take heed to that. That was very, very important knowledge, man. That was food for thought. Straight up, man. You've experienced significant highs and lows. How did those experiences fundamentally change your approach to music and your career longevity?
Experience is the greatest teacher.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't look at it as a failure. It's experience. Now you just walk forward with something in your pocket now. Now you got that jewel of, I've seen this. I know what can happen if I do this. Right. That's the experience. Right. Yeah, I see. As we say in the street, I've seen your con before. You're not original.
I've seen your con. That's right.
Yeah, I've seen it. Hey, you that type of person. Okay, I can't fuck with you. That's the experience. Oh, this situation. Oh, if this situation could lead to this, I've been through that before. Nope, I'm going to do it.
That's right.
So it shapes everything. Now you know you can talk about it, how you survived it, how you got past it, and what you do to keep it in this. Okay, the memory bank of I've seen this before.
Mm-hmm.
That's the greatest thing that I can put forward in my life and in my music.
Experience is the best teacher, man. It guides you to a different level.
Mm-hmm.
It does, man. Wow. How do you balance staying true to your classic underground hip hop roots while adapting, to the evolving industry?
See, one of the things you said, it was in my core values: balance.
Balance. That's right. That's right.
I'm a firm believer is you can't be all positive. You're off balance. You can't be all negative. You're off balance.
It's a balance. That's right. It's a
balance it. You know what I'm saying? I can't. For what? You know what I'm saying? If I'm reaching for something that's not in my core values, what I'm reaching over there for.
That's right.
But balance is it. You know what I'm saying? I can't, whatever I don't like, I can't worry about that.
That's right.
That's just wasted energy on something that I don't care for.
That's right.
Why would I waste it on that? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm striving for, I seen something where people like call stuff like that noise. It's just noise.
It's noise.
Noise, yeah.
It don't worth it. It's not worth anything. It's just noise.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, what you know what I'm saying? If it's not in my view of where I'm going, why would I care?
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, this next question, I know because you might be like, I don't care, another one of them. But what's the common misconception about you or your music that you like to correct?
Like I'm not like, I don't know. I keep hearing I'm like the super thug.
Okay, a super thug.
Yeah, I hear crazy shit about me, and I'll be like, really? Okay. I can't confirm or deny these things, but yeah, I hear weird. Yeah, I hear crazy shit about me, but I don't know how they would know. But yeah, whatever.
But it is what it is, and they, basically it is what it is. Yeah, how people always got something to say, But even you work with producers, man, legendary producers like Pete Rock, Havoc. What unique lessons did each bring to your creative process when you was working with these different producers?
They love the culture.
Yeah.
Honestly, that makes you become more God damn it.
More not
like it makes you more social with other people.
Okay.
Because these people can, like, I've told Large Pro myself, it's like, yo, man, I appreciate you. Because you can be an asshole if you wanted to. Right. But they so in love with the culture, if they fuck with your talent, they'll holler at you and talk to you, whatever, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of dudes is like that. It's just like, and I, all of them, all those dudes you named is just like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you like, damn, like y'all niggas is popular, famous, all of that. Y'all could be real dickheads if y'all want to, but y'all don't. Yeah. And that makes me feel like, when I meet somebody and, they say they feel I'm a legend or whatever it is, it makes me talk to them. It don't make you be like, oh, no, you can't speak to me. Wow. Chill. Run away. Yeah, no, I don't want to give you no. Nah, I actually totally respect those men.
Well, are there any producers that you haven't worked with that you would like to get in the studio with?
Quite a few. I really want to get down and do some things with Alchemist. I know he's very busy right now, but Alchemist, he doesn't produce anymore, but I haven't heard him do anything in a while, but Crisis.
I think I know you're talking about. Scott Storch.
I've heard quite a few beats that I like from 38 Special.
Okay.
I feel like I have to like assassinate one of Premier Beats but it has to be the right beat. It has to be the right beat because but Primo, yes.
Primo, bang. How about Dre, Dr. Dre?
It's a thing with Dre. I'd rather fuck with Daz. Daz is more, you know what I'm saying? Daz is more, I like Daz beats.
Yeah. That Daz he got a different type of style with his.
Yeah.
It's banging. Wow. So those are the producers that you would like to work with. Yeah, okay. Well, let's talk about Now I'm gonna say it correct. Malvo
Malvo.
Okay, Malvo and Hostile, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can you walk us through how the concept for a track like Malvo or Hostile evolves from an idea to a finished record?
Well, Malvo is just pretty much Malvo is about how a person thinks in the hood.
Okay, Malvo.
You know what I'm saying? And
is that a word? That's what it means?
Bullying, yeah. Malvo is a character from Everybody Hates Chris. Okay. He was
yeah. He was in the hood. Give me a dollar. All that, yeah.
So it's Malvo is like pretty much bully rapping a person of a, you know what I'm saying, of a criminal, the mind of a criminal. Like people think that, you know what I'm saying, in areas that's deplorable. You know what I'm saying? This is a mind state. Like, nigga, it's, there's no instructions on how to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just doing it. So that's why, you hear me say things. I was raised by a kind mother and 10 killers. People don't understand, but that's true.
That's true. 10 killers. Wow. See, you rapping about your life. That's what you're doing.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you thinking, you know what I'm saying? People don't understand. It's like, when you hide in shadows on individuals and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? But, that's the concept of Malvo. It's just like, this is how we have to handle it. There's no instructions on how to live in this ghetto area.
Okay. It's like no holds barred. This is how we gonna do this.
Yeah.
What about Hostile?
Hostile, shouts to Conway for Hostile. It's basically just, it's like it in itself. It's a verb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't, you may think I'm calm, but I'm a hostile nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about anything you do. If you try me, I will pop you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, at the same time, you're saying things different of, you know what I'm saying? People ask me what is prostitute water? It's liquor.
Yeah. Wow. That's
in the old Western saloons and everything where the prostitutes used to be at. It's a bar. Yeah. So it's like drinking prostitute water because you're going to be with a prostitute.
That's right. That's right. You walk in there, you're going to meet your prostitute and you're going to be sipping on liquor.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and then, they don't get it, but I'm saying, like in a pot in there, I say, I don't drop it in a pot. I put it through a strainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't sell crack. I sold dope. Dope you have to put through a strainer. You can't drop dope in a pot.
That's right.
So I'm just saying, I was in a different realm. Like, those who apparently been a part of street life know how fast dope money.
Yeah.
So it was just like, I didn't sell crack, nigga. I sold dope.
Wow. Out of all your songs, like I said, you got a bunch of songs, man. Which one was the most difficult or complicated to write, to put together?
Actually, none. I changed the way I write. Like, I rhyme now how I want to rhyme, and it's like almost like a poetic hieroglyphic. Yeah. And it's like a rough poetic hieroglyphic. Like, if you understand symbolism and a lot of things, I just don't. Hip hop is straightforward. Rap is straightforward. Yeah, I don't like you. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? Like I'm outside early in the morning, but I mixed it with
dissecting, taking apart. You
I mixed it with like and alternative rock doesn't rap straightforward.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And rap would be like, yeah, me and you having a conversation right now. And alternative rock would be like words said that isn't, in the mirror of a face. Like you'd be like, what the fuck is that? And all they just saying like me and you having a conversation.
That's it.
So now I've changed it to rhyme, not like I always wanted to rhyme that way, but listening, bless the soul, but listening to P was like, yo, people are stupid. Like you can't go too far. And, me feeling, me knowing that I'm an MC, cause, self-proclaimed MC, I feel we should be great with words. And I happen to like words. I happen to like saying street shit in correct English. It's hilarious because it goes over a lot of people's heads.
It does. And almost you got to you like an encyclopedia when you come at people. They got to actually go back and see what you said. Wow. Brooklyn based though. You ever get a chance to meet Biggie? Or
actually, I got a funny story about that. I met Big and didn't know it was Big.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't big at the time. Okay. We have mutual friends. Shout out to my boy Hubert and Mike. When I think we was just getting out of junior high school. They went to high school with him.
Okay.
And so in the summertime, we go to his crib and we rap. Now, I didn't know it was him. A cousin of mine had to remind me. It's like, yo, you know Big, right? I was like, I don't know Big. It's like, yes, you do. You fucking know Big. I was like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
And he was like, remember the fat black kid we went to his crib with Hubert and Mike? I was like, are you serious? Like, nigga, that's Biggie. Yeah. And we rapped for a long time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit. But I wish I would have got to meet him after that because I'd have been like, yo, what's the name is my boy? Like, you remember that?
That's right.
That's crazy.
Wow, you was right there when he was like just starting out, like fresh. What was he hot then though? Was he spitting some stuff then?
Yeah, we both. This is like junior. Yeah, we the same age. So this is like at the end of junior high school.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we haven't really lived life yet, but it was. You know what I'm saying? Like it was
right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's dope. You met him. You met Big. You didn't know it was him, but you met him though.
Yeah, he wasn't Biggie at the time when I met him.
Well, in this world, man, I say that the world, how do you maintain lyrical depth, right? And storytelling, focus in the area of shorter attention spans. When you make longer songs or you got albums, people got short attention spans, man. So how do you maintain lyrical depth and storytelling?
Well, people going to gravitate to the hip hop that you create. You know what I'm saying? Then, you can you do it for you and for whatever, but your people that fuck with your music, they'll tell you what they want to hear from you, or they'll gravitate to the type of music you make. So to maintain it, like I said, it's fun for me to say grimy shit in correct English, and let alone using your imagination. Using your imagination, you know what I'm saying, speak about certain things, because if they know these words, I like matching words that feels like they don't go together. Right. Saying stuff as like, I'm Marcus Garvey as a narcissist. Like I love shit like
that. You like to twist it up where you can like play with people's minds where they gotta go. You know what I mean? Make them think. You like to make people think.
I got on a song, Harder They Try, right? I said, meditation on a poison mattress, medication in the form of glasses, segregation from these other rappers. So it's just like, first of all, who the fuck is going to meditate on a poison mattress?
On a poison mattress.
And then, I go to sayings of, medication in the form of glasses. Because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it.
That's right.
And that separates me from all the other rappers. Segregation from all these other rappers.
It does. You come different. You come with a whole different type of style.
Yeah.
Separate yourself. Wow, man. Like beyond commercial success, you've been there. You had a bunch of hits. You've been around the best. What does making it truly mean to you as an artist in today's landscape?
Making it is doing it full time, where it pays your bills, where you're handling your business. That's making it to me. I haven't made it yet.
But you said I haven't made it yet.
I haven't made it yet, but I still walk in that direction.
That's
So
right.
that's what's making it to me. When you can handle everything through your passion or your what's the name of what you love, that's making it.
That's making it. Wow, that's good. You know, that's well said. If you can choose a top five, right? Dead or alive, if you want. Who would be your top five in order?
In order, all right. I would say honestly, my initial top five is Cool G Rap.
Wow.
All top five. But
Wow.
you know, I have homeboys. I have to throw Prodigy and Sean Price in there. Yeah, you could say I'm what's the name, but
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? That is top five for me.
So G Rap, Prodigy, Sean Price.
Yeah. So you can put G Rap 3 times and then put Prodigy.
Okay. Wow. Did you do a song with G Rap?
No, we almost did a song. We almost did a song. If I ever catch him though, you know, and he agreed to it, yeah, it's going down. I love him, but he has to go.
Wow, G Rap. That'd be dope. G Rap and Illa Ghee. That'd be banging. Wow. How do you handle creative blocks? Like when you writing your do you have anything that you've written that you just stopped because of the creative block that you went through?
I mean, sometimes you get stuck. You try not to say the same thing, or you try to say things in a different manner. You know what I'm saying? Let alone using words.
Yeah.
You know, you don't try to. I try not to use the same words in a different pattern.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's about it.
Did you froze too?
Yeah, because somebody called me.
Okay, there you go. Are there any songs that you put aside that you didn't release because you didn't think they was hot enough?
Yeah, it's quite. Everybody does it.
That's what I'm
Everybody.
saying. And you know, some of them songs you put away might just be the ones that
Yeah, because the things that I've studied, a lot of people hit records is the one they hated.
That's right. Yeah.
That didn't make the album.
That's right.
Just like recently, a freestyle we did with infamous Amadeus for that thing. It went viral. It's like 320,000, and I didn't like the beat.
See, you didn't like it, but it's like 300 some thousand now.
Yeah, but I didn't like the beat. You know what I'm saying? And everybody going crazy, and I was just like, God, look how that works. Most majority, a lot of hit records, people almost, and I love that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You never know.
Yeah, you put that stuff together as an EP. If you have enough songs that's just sitting, make an EP. You know what I mean? Come back out with that stuff. People ain't hear it.
Yeah.
And I got that from ODB when he was saying his album, that 36 Chambers, was years. He done made that stuff years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Wow. What's one thing you still want to achieve in your music career that remains a major goal?
My own personal hit record. I've been a part of a hit record. I've been part of a gold album.
Yeah.
But my own, like me, it's mine. Hit record that took off me.
Okay.
That and do like at least 10 festivals in one shot.
Okay. Festival. Wow. What was the biggest venue you hit up? You know, I know
Recently,
no, just throughout your time. Like, what was the biggest venue?
I performed with Alchemist and with
Of course, Mob.
yeah, it was at Roseland.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that it was with Cypress Hill. It was at a Cypress Hill show. We did Hold You Down there.
That's huge.
Huge. Yeah, House of Blues in LA with Alchemist.
Huge.
Well, you know, those are like the real biggest ones.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, BB King's.
BB King, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I performed with Alchemist in Czech Republic.
All right. Are you planning on going on any tours now?
Um, Trying to see what happened. Trying to see what happened was going on. I should I will have a show in Philly, should be April 4th.
Okay, April 4th. Wow. Okay. You said in Philly?
Yeah.
At the city, where? City Winery or which one?
I don't have I gotta look at it. I don't know. All I
Okay.
know is locked in April 4th. I know it's a I know it's a lot of food spots in that area where it's supposed to be at.
Yeah. That's my hometown. If you ever need a videographer, I got you. I do it on the strength. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? If you ever need one. Yep. If you could mentor a new generation of artists, what's the single most important piece of advice you'll give them?
Uh Stay true to your core values. And don't, you're the CEO of that. You know what I'm saying? Live and die with your process, your with the choice you made. Live and die with the choice you made.
Live and die with the choice. No regrets. Live and
No,
die
live
with the
and
choice.
die with the choice you made. You felt that it was a single, let it be a single.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Because it's just like you never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like with psychedelic contraband, you know, people that was helping me, they thought asthma should be the single. So I'm like, I'm not gonna argue. You never know. So my
Wow.
choice was harder they try. So I was just like, yeah, it's up tempo DJs play harder they try. They both did okay, but it
Yeah.
turns out a song a song I did called Midnight Train to Brooklyn.
That was the one that took off. that,
Like
that was the one
what?
that. That's right.
Didn't even see that one coming.
Yeah. As the sidebar, boom, right
Yeah.
on. Wow. Midnight Train to Brooklyn. I mean, you got a bunch of songs out there, man. Oh, you know what? This is another one, man. I wanted to talk to you about too. The four sides in your song, My Image. You break yourself down into these personas like gangster, scientist, lover, and MC. Which of these takes the lead when you are in the middle of a high pressure creative session? If you're talking about those four, like gangster, scientist, lover, MC, which one of the takes the lead when you are, in the middle of a high pressure creative session?
I would have to say the science. Because I
Science.
call myself the incredible mathematics of rap. So I'm just saying
Right.
I'm the exact science of rap.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Math is the exact science. So it's just like, oh, let's, what is the difference? Like, all right, yeah, everybody, especially as you get older and you grow, I'm
Yeah.
saying you should change every 10 years. But you're going to have different sides of it.
Yeah.
Everybody is not one side. You have different
Right.
things. Some things you may not like about it, but it's just you.
Wow.
And yes, I like thinking. You know what I'm saying? I like having sex. I like women. You know what I'm saying? If it comes to it, yes, it's fucked up, but I do like fighting.
The
I love
remnants.
rap and I love rapping.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. You also this is amazing how you do this though, because you come with all these different styles, man. It's like in a battle rap, I know you kill people. You have to when you battle rapping, man. You ever I know you have, but how long have you been doing like in the beginning, like battle rapping? Because I know you've been head up with people.
Never battle rap. My the way they battle rap now, the only problem I have with battle rap is somebody getting in my hula hoop space. I
Oh, okay.
can't have somebody in my face. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like I said, please do not think I'm like trying to be the toughest person in the world, but I'm not.
But
I
back up.
just don't. Don't get in my face because you can't tell me they're not spitting on you when they
Wow.
what's the
Wow.
name. You can say what you want to say. It's a battle. Yeah, what it is, what it is. But the point of getting in my face, no bueno.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. That's this the right there is like disrespect. You get in my face and you spit on me, it's on. It's on from there. Wow, you represent the Jacks, man. You have spoken about releasing projects like Bullet and Bracelets without major label,
Mm-hmm.
not or collaborator assistance. How has your self-reliance shaped your artistic identity?
you're trying to beat the last one. You're trying to make it, you're trying to, at least for me, I'm trying to beat the last thing I put out. I'm trying to be better than the last time. How can I make it more relatable? Like, this is the stage I'm in now. How can I be more relatable? How can I be more of an open book to the people that fuck with my music so they know about me? You know what I'm saying? But, how can I be as open as possible without revealing too many things?
Yeah. Well, that right there is deep, man. It's deep. And I know now you have to switch up. People come out with I don't want to say love songs, but you know how LL did it. Everybody kind of did their own little love joint. Do you have any of them songs out where you do have a slow down song?
Yeah, it's a little rough. I'm a Scorpio, so it's a little rough. But if you check Psychedelic Contraband, I got a song called "Kiss Me in the Morning." I wrote that in of a couple flirting with each other.
Wow, yeah. So you had to slow it down.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then I also what is that? Sway Cigarettes. I got a song called "Good Love."
Good love. Wow. Yeah, you got a bunch of hits out there, man. You do. People be sleeping on it. They're sleeping on your music, man. I'm telling you.
That's why I call myself the most unknown famous.
That's right, man. They sleeping, man. And also, you once mentioned that you felt boxed into a gutter street talk and had to dumb yourself down. Can you explain that?
Well, like I said, how I rhyme, I wanted to rhyme a certain way, right? So when I was locked up, I used to rhyme the Prodigy, Blessed Dead over the phone. And he'd be like, yo, he's like, I understand what you're talking about, but a lot of people is not. So he's like, you got to bring that shit down so people can get it. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, no, they understand that they would get it. He was like, nigga, you got to bring it down. Just bring it down. So Murder and Truth, I was just really pretty much riding the beat. I wasn't, saying too many things, but it was also a good lesson. It taught me a lot of things of how, pretty much ride the beat. I wasn't saying too much crazy. I wasn't getting what some people would call lyrical, spiritual shit, but
Okay.
But it still was
like deep.
Yeah. So it was how I wanted to rap now. As far as I didn't know how to separate MC from artist back then.
Okay.
I could have did both, but I was just trying to focus on trying to be an artist back then.
So you didn't care. You was just, like you said, it wasn't no separation. You just going right at it.
Yeah, I was just like, a lot of stuff was just MC stuff or just, say slick, just saying slick stuff over a beat, just gliding with it. It wasn't appeasing for me. It wasn't like like if a chef can show you, let me show you how you technically cook this food.
Yeah, cook it.
Yeah. So it wasn't technically, that's MCing for me. It's technically, let me show you about using these words in rap. And rapper was, is basically, let me get you on a wave with the music and the groove I'm going with.
Right. That's right. And when you was telling me before how you can make a person think about what you say in your rhymes, you have to break down this for me. Social graffiti in 2026. Can you tell me exactly what's the story or the math behind that? That's what I want to say.
Social graffiti is like a lot of people that doesn't listen to rap or understand rap. Only thing they hear is the curse words. So when people see graffiti on the wall, all they see is destruction. They don't see the beauty and the art. If they look and taking time and look, you'll start seeing the letters. And you start seeing, oh, that's a word.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you look at the art and the colors and how the letters are shaped. So if your person really sit down and listen to hip hop, you'll start hearing it may be the blues. It may have something that you can relate to in there. Look at the beauty of how this person is matching words to tell you something.
That's right.
To get you to be like, damn, I remember when this happened. Or, oh, look at how he set that up with the punchline of this. Damn, that's art.
Wow.
So that's what social graffiti. So I'm doing graffiti socially. through words.
See right there is dope because it makes you want to know, like what is it? You have people enthused more because they want to know, like, social graffiti, what is that about? And you just broke it down. You look at something to study it, not take the focus away, but you have to learn. Or it's like a mirror on a wall. You got to actually see what is it. You can look in it and see how beautiful it is. Some people may look past it, but they don't know. It's deep, man. It's deep with that. And you have to be on a certain level, to know these things. You know what I mean? So that's dope, man. Social graffiti, that's out now. Right?
No, yeah, that's everything is on my website, illaghee.net. Yeah. illaghee.net. I'm not putting nothing. Whatever's on streaming is there on streaming. But from here on out, all my music is only on my, like, Psychedelic Contraband. You can only get it off my website. So those that's listening, you like and you want to check out illaghee.net. ILLAGHEE.net. All my music is there. You know what I'm saying? If you fuck with the artist, support the artist.
Wow. Last question. I'll put all that in for you. Last question, man. The fallout. I don't know what happened with Mobb Deep. I don't know. But the separation, did that force you to actually go independent even more? Because you put out Test of Stripes, right? No. You not Test of Stripes. Not that. But did that actually allow you to go forth? Like, all right, I'm gonna start doing my independent stuff.
But I was doing it independent anyway.
Anyway, all right.
Anyway. And it wasn't no real fallout. It was just that,
separation.
Yeah, we had a misunderstanding. We talked about it. I spoke, the thing is, I wish we could have, at least we cleared everything up because he came to my birthday party. Like, that was the last time I seen him. Me and P came to my birthday party, and
how long ago?
He didn't even remember. That's the hilarious shit. He didn't even remember what he said.
Wow.
What's the name? So, and we bust out laughing. So, you know what I'm saying? Because that's when I was about to film my web series, and he was like, I don't care what you do, I'm being a part of the web series. And it was just like, so I told him, I was like, yeah, I really wish you didn't say what you said. He was like, what did I say? And I was like, you don't remember we were sitting in the car and you was just like, yo, me putting you on a song. Because I used to always tell him, push me off the cliff. Basically saying, whenever y'all going to put out a single, put me on the single. After that, I should get the notoriety to fly on my own.
Right.
So that was my deal. Push me off the cliff. And he was just like, yo, me just putting you on a song because we're cool is a form of extortion. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I'm not cool with that. And I was just like, a form of extortion.
Yeah.
Like, what? You say that to me? So that kind of made me fall back. Like, you know what? I'm going to fall back from that. But then when I told him on my birthday, he was like, I said that?
He don't even remember.
He said, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. And we bust out laughing like, yo, we laughed, but yo, that was the funniest shit ever. And it was that last time I seen Pete was on my birthday.
Wow, man. Wow. Rest in peace, man, to Pete. You know what I mean? And just before we get out of here, man, you use the title scamologist to describe yourself. just in a few words, man. What scamologist? Because I'm thinking.
No, it's a stabologist.
Okay.
It's the stab. Yeah, it's quite a few of them. I am Galactus. I am the stabologist. The incredible Math-matics of Rap. Black Apocalyptic Listerine. Just further, but the stabologist is just somebody who's nice and stabbing people. That's it. Jail shit stabbing.
Man, I would love to have a recording of your past. Just come, I would love to have that. Just little pieces of everything, man. I thank you, man, the legendary
Thank you.
Illa Ghee, for coming on to A Vision Entertainment. I thank you for accepting this, taking my email, number one. Yeah. Getting back with me, man. I thank you for that.
Much appreciated, brother. Check it out. It's the incredible Math-matics of Rap, Illa Ghee, and you're here watching A Vision Entertainment. Stay tuned in. Slap hoes, eat bacon. Oh.